Hi, Shell.
And hello to all the other wonderful weirdos watching.
So hopefully I can get this up before the new year because I want to compare my goals from last year. Honestly, I cannot remember what I said in my last video and I am too ill to attempt looking at my old videos. I'm too tired. I didn't eat yesterday, unfortunately, so yeah, that's the state of things right now. I did have notes. I did put some notes on a piece of paper. Basically, it was to have a consistent time I sit down and write something. Nope, didn't do that. Draw almost daily. Never skip 2 days. Don't ask me what happened there. I don't know. Complete reading goal. I'm currently sitting at 19 of 20. Nearly done, and quite frankly, I still have a few days. As of recording, so I could still finish that. The videos I want to make, I did one regular reading videos, which I think it was my attempt at vlogs, and then it just didn't work for what I attempted to do, and then what did work was my holiday reading vlogs, and then that fell through in November when I was attempting to do a reading vlog and did no reading through the entirety of that week, which was fun. I did not do... One of them is, can I read a tome in 1 week? I could probably attempt that this year. I could probably attempt it. I don't know. But my additional goals of the year was to learn piano. I've not plugged it in. Yikes. Learn Norwegian. I'm getting there. I just need to... It's an ongoing process. I still feel like I'm not good. No. Learn BSL. I kind of put that to one side whilst I was learning Norwegian because I was just getting into the difficult part of the language and I was just like struggling a bit too much. So I kind of decided I was going to learn one language since I'm going to need Norwegian. My other one was to learn to unicycle, which I have not, which kind of leads me to realise that my space plays a big important part in my habits, in my behaviour. My unicycle was buried by a lot of stuff and mostly behind my dining table, and now I've got rid of my dining table, I have better access to my unicycle. So maybe in 2026 I can still get that out and learn to unicycle. It's a weird one, but yeah. And I have no idea what this fifth point was, but to save money differently, I do not know what differently even means. I don't even know. Oh well. I can barely make out heads or tails of my reading plans at that year. So I did put together some concrete goals that cannot be misinterpreted for 2026. Maybe I should put learn piano on there again. But top of the list is health. 2 sections: run for my heart and weightlift for shoulder, aka physiotherapy. I haven't ran in a few months and my heart has already had some very uncomfortable palpitations and I don't like it. With heart issues running down one side of my family, I kind of don't want to end up with heart issues because it is genetic, and I felt way better when I was running regularly, and so I need to become a runner consistently. Yeah, can't pause for this long. So that is a thing I cannot drop off like I have this year. I do miss it, actually. I do miss it. The time in which I used to run, I no longer have the motivation, so I'm just trying to find that motivation again. Eventually I'll find that motivation, I just don't know how yet. But we'll figure it out. The weightlift for shoulder, I have not taken my physiotherapist into account at all since, and I still have a bad shoulder. But basically, I don't know if I can actually do it now, but I can do... that is my demonstration. I cannot lift my shoulder close to my head. It's a bit stiff. Yeah, I've got a bad shoulder and I just want to strengthen it, make it less painful when it's painful. And I would like to actually lie on that side of my... I would like to lie on my left. It's what I prefer to sleep on. I like sleeping on my left. Yeah, it's very uncomfortable. So the less pain I experience in my shoulder, the more physiotherapy I do, build strength through weightlifting, I can actually be able to feel less pain in it. That might be great. So yeah, every single time I do something to do with exercise now, it's to do with internal health and injuries. For instance, running helps with my knee pain, which was an injury from Kung Fu. Yeah. So, yeah, beneficial. I don't want to be decrepit before I get old. Okay. But my second goal is to make reading fun again with reading challenges. Kind of. I kind of can't do like a TBR game where I find the book to match the prompt and then I've got to read the book for that challenge. What I struggled with was the solidification of my TBR of that time. I was slightly disappointed in it, and so I was kind of restricting myself too much within that small space of time. So I brought the cards back where I would pick a card, any card, and I will have prompts on there, but not like last time where I wrote down all of the books that I wanted to read to win that card achievement. It would be something very vague. I've done a 3, 2, 1 and a bonus. 3 fantasy, 2 sci-fi, 1 problem shelf as an example, and maybe educational as a bonus or standalone as a bonus. So I could do probably 3 standalone, 2 non-fiction, or 1 from the problem shelf. Like, I'm pretty sure in every single one of these I've got a prompt to tackle the problem shelf, which my other goal for 2026 is to clear my problem shelf, kind of, or to clear the majority of it. Using that, I can also double up on the prompts. So if I have like 1 standalone and 3 fantasy, one of those fantasy could be a standalone. I can double up as many times as I like, and it's just one of those things where I can make my own rules, tackle it to the prompts, and because there are 5 of these, and I read about 20-ish books a year. If I were to read every, like, a book per number per prompt, that's 6 to 7 prompts per card. That's 35 books a year. That's like 15 more, which I'm not saying isn't doable. It's just I have to be realistic. I work like 40-ish hours a week normally. Yeah. So, yeah. And even when I'm on holiday, I'm still busy. But it's just one of those things that I would like to make reading fun again. And because thinking back to what made me increase my reading goal for 2020, when I realized when I read like 24 books, going from like 5 or something, 3 to 5 a year, and before that it was nothing. So I increased my reading quite drastically, was that I made reading a bit of a mystery. I wrapped 6 books up and randomly selected 3 dice. And from there, I just kept reading. And so just gamifying it a bit more and making it vague as possible, it might just help make me more excited. Because I remember the last time I attempted this, I'm pretty sure it was this year, I scrapped it because I'm pretty sure reading an entire trilogy was just not going to work. Yeah. So I can literally pick any 3 fantasy books to fulfill the prompt, not just having, because I remember having 3 books per card, and I would have to finish all 3 to move on to the next one, and that would be kind of annoying, and yeah, I did not enjoy it at all, so not great. I'm also pretty sure I failed the first attempt that I tried it, because I attached a number to the envelopes, and the envelope number would correspond to a non-fiction. One of the other things I do want to do is read more non-fiction, which is in the prompt as well. So it's just an additional thing that I can just boost my wanting to pick up a book to, I don't know, complete a goal. It's pretty cool. But moving on. I would like to paint 1 painting a month. Minimum. I have come to enjoy it more than I remember. I have come to realise I'm still not painting as much as I would like. I do enjoy painting. I've painted people Christmas presents this year, and I haven't finished. Even though Christmas is done, I need to paint 2 more paintings and then take it home and give them to people, because I still haven't done it. I've just been waiting till I got better so that I'm not, not in forcing it when I know I'm feeling really under the weather. But yeah, I kind of should get around to doing that, like, soon, because I go home soon. But if I do have a painting set out per month, I can try and get, okay, brand new month, let's get this painting done so that I don't have to worry about it at the end of the month. And it'd be nice. It'd just be nice to do. I've enjoyed both paintings that I've done so far. I just need to do the rest of them. And then I'm going to continue, and then maybe I can develop a few more skills to, I don't know, do a few more landscapes, stick a dragon in there. That'd be great. Who doesn't want to paint a dragon? So yeah, I want to keep up with my artistic habits, but I just haven't. I mean, drawing daily from last year's goal. Yikes, that was a bit much. This next one is kind of on the same thing, is write daily without a word count though. I just need to show up, and this is just to get the ball rolling. I can write a sentence if I wanted to, and that, because I think I heard that Terry Pratchett's writing routine is only 400 words, and it's just the snowball rolls down the hill and it turns into a boulder. So it's just like, it gets the ball rolling. Once you've hit that mark, you just want to keep going and keep going. But at least I'm getting words down on a page instead of not actually opening my laptop. Yeah, so just turn up. I don't have a word goal. Just turn up, write a sentence, pop the lid down, you're fine. Pop it away, it's good. Oh god, this is screaming to my hermiting right now. My next goal is leave the house once a week. Work, food, shop does not count. I have to leave the house. I just need to get out. I have been hermiting a bit, and it's not great. Oh, it is great. It's just, yeah. No, I'm just stuck. I'm realizing how stuck I am. Need to get out. Just leave the house. Just go for a walk. Anyway, I used to go for a walk with an audio book. Why don't I do that anymore? I don't even know why. Oh god, this is the next thing. Get rid of 500 items. So, again, with the unicycling thing, I realise my space deeply affects my behaviour and habits. I don't like just basic maintenance, because it's just, in order to hoover, I have to pick everything up off the floor, hoover, and then put everything back. It's not just hoover. And the same thing with everything else. Like, I've been watching Extreme Minimalism just to get me in the hype for this, because Extreme Minimalism is very appealing right now, just for practical purposes, not for anything. I don't like the aesthetic. It's not me. And when I say get rid of 500 items, it's mostly not books. When I say not books, I mean it's going to be books I will not reread, because I'm not going to keep books I didn't enjoy. I'm not going to keep books I'm not going to return to. Basically, I will comb over the books I have read, but I will keep the ones that are unread, because I am curious. I want to see what books I have not read I like. But I know I'm not going to reread stuff. I'm just going to hand to a friend or pass it on to somebody who will read it and reread it. I know I will reread things, because I did a reread this year immediately after finishing a book. So I know I'm a person who will reread. So I want the books I keep are books I love. And so when it comes to 500 items, it's going to include the unicycle if I do not learn to unicycle. If I do not learn to unicycle this year, I'm going to sell my unicycle. That is motivation enough for me to do it. Same with my keyboard. But I really want to learn how to play an instrument so bad. I want to learn to unicycle so bad. It's just one of those quirky things that you just want to learn. Hell, if I even learn to do it and I still decide to sell it at the end, I'm going to be happy, okay? It's still going to be something. Still going to be something. But another reason is I know I'm going to be moving at least once again in my lifetime. And it is a pain to move a lot. And so getting rid of the stuff I'm not using, not wanting, yeah, it will just help. And I also will want to redo my entire room at some point this year, so a big declutter before that just help so much. So as for booktube, my anxiety over my comment section has eased drastically. I have been commenting, I've been replying to people more, and that is just significantly easier. And so my next challenge is to get over the hurdle of leaving a comment on other people's videos. I mean, yes, it's easier to do it on people who comment on my videos, but I'm getting there. The comment section is quite scary still, so, and I've made big progress, because last year I was just leaving a heart and daring not to comment on my people in my comment section, and I've been trying my best to leave comments, to reply to everybody who's commenting if I can, and also giving myself a bit of leeway that if I don't see how I can reply, I will just leave a heart and hope I can have a conversation next time, because I know my anxiety flares up and sometimes it doesn't, and just giving myself that bit of grace for that. I also got a book, because sometimes my anxiety is related to something else, and I have a book on that. I asked for it for Christmas, and hopefully I can work on that as well. So hopefully my anxieties will be addressed a bit better and I'll just be a bit more confident. Yes. Obviously, the more you do something, the more confident you are. And yeah, I'm very shocked about nobody's corrected my spelling yet. Because as a dyslexic, communication is one of my big fears of getting wrong, because I've had it go wrong so many times in my life. Yeah. So it is one of those things that I'm just getting better at, and I have improved upon. Yeah. But as for my content for next year, I haven't got them with me. One second. Okay, so my short story Saturdays are still continuing. I've really enjoyed it in the year 2025. I kind of learnt the hard way that I shouldn't stick with one author through it because you kind of get fatigued with the writing style. So I started alternating with Bora Chung as well, just to alternate from Stephen King, and that ended up working really well. And yeah, in October I picked up The Book of Witches, and I'm going to immediately jump back into this as the first story in 2026. So yeah, Book of Witches, BOW or BOW. You'll see why I'm doing that in a minute. But Bo will be continuing straight off, and then I will be alternating in these other two. So I have Clive Barker, Books of Blood. This was on my problem shelf because I bought it in 2025. Yeah, I have a video on that for if anyone's confused. But this is on my problem shelf. A.T. Pennington did a really good review of the first short story in here, and it's just like, I really need to start this now. And I've been really wanting to start it and trying to like get to the end of my other two short stories first. It's fine. So yes, Books of Blood, B-O-B, Bob. Yeah, that's why I'm doing that. So will be the second short story collection by Clive Barker. I am actually looking forward to this because I did have really good praise for Stephen King's short stories. My Short Story Saturdays last year, we're not even in the last year part. So from reading Stephen King short stories, I've got really good expectations going into Stephen King's further works, but Stephen King has a really high praise for Clive Barker. What Barker does makes the rest of us look like we've been asleep for the last 10 years. So yeah, we've got high praise from Stephen King. So witchcraft and other horror, I kind of feel like this next one is a bit out of left field, but I really wanted to dive into this author's work, and that is Margaret Atwood, Dancing Girls. Yeah, I've got a few of Atwood's other books, but they're a bit intimidating, but I just wanted to see how she does in short story form before I go into her full novels. So this is the third collection I will be alternating with the other three. So these three are the books I'm going to be alternating Short Story Saturdays with. And yes, I cannot remove the price sticker from Dancing Girls. It's going to annoy the hell out of me. But yeah, DG, Bob, and Bow. Yeah. We nearly had dog.
Oh.
So yeah, really excited for Short Story Saturday in 2026, especially with the remaining authors in this collection, because this is not just one author's work, it's many other authors, and it's a good starting point for getting to know authors I would never have heard of. So looking forward to diving further in. And there, I have counted every single one. I have counted how many short stories are left in Book of Witches, how many are in Books of Blood and in Dancing Girls. There's 51 in total. So I'm good right up until the end of the year. Yeah. And as for next year's reading, I do want to read. I'm going to give myself some leeway to not pick up Ursula K. Le Guin. I need to preface this with, I think she's given me quite the slumpy year. I was supposed to pick up Farseer a little while ago, like after I finished City of Illusions. I am really struggling. I'm in chapter 2 of that, and I still need to finish it by the end of this year, and it might be that I don't finish it because I'm slumping so much because I'm just not interested. I think it is a combination of the font and her unique writing style. I love the stories that I've had so far. Planet of Exile, I'm just struggling every single time I start one of her stories. It takes me a very long time. And when I struggled with font and writing style, it was with Night Shift and then with Terry Pratchett. But both of those times I had audiobooks to help wrap my brain around the text. And they were free on YouTube. I've been trying to find free audiobooks on YouTube, but I don't have that with Ursula K. Le Guin. I need to download Libby if I need help further with anything further. So I'm giving myself some leeway next year that I don't have to continue with Ursula K. Le Guin until I feel like I can. Maybe if I get an audiobook from the library, that might be the most logical choice, because my dyslexia is not jiving with the font mixed in with her writing style. And there's nothing wrong with her writing style. It's beautiful. It's just, it's mixed in with my dyslexia. I just don't think my dyslexia likes it. It was struggling with Terry Pratchett for the exact same reasons. Unique writing style that you just gotta get a little bit getting used to. And then the font doesn't help because the font is just so close together and it's just, yeah, can't read it. But after a while, I did not need an audiobook for Night Shift. So eventually I'll be the same for Terry Pratchett. But I don't have that luxury with Ursula K. Le Guin. So I am slumping with Ursula K. Le Guin's books, unfortunately, and it's taken me forever, and I was hoping to get to the end of that before Farseer, because I read book 1 in 2024, the end of 2024, and I was gonna attempt to book 2 by the end of the year, but it hasn't panned out because I wanted to finish Ursula K. Le Guin. I am not motivated to, because it's too difficult. So once I've finished City of Illusions, which I will try and push before the end of the year. Today is Monday, I think, as of recording. I don't know when this is going out, but as of recording, I still have a few days. I hope. Oh, so that's my state of things, unfortunately. But I am shifting to try and push other great writers like Margaret Atwood with the short story collection, like with Robert Hobb. I would really, really like to finish Farseer at the beginning of 2026, not at the end, the beginning of 2026. I would like to. It's just one of those things that I have to give myself some leeway on, and that is unfortunate. So I'm going to set my reading goal again at 20 because I sometimes slump, and sometimes it's not because of what I'm reading. Although I definitely slumped at the beginning of the year because of exactly what I was reading. Totally not Iron Up a Certain Trilogy. I DNF'd at book 3. But that's totally fine. I'm probably going to go into further details on that when I talk about every book I read last year. I'm still in 2025. In my brain, it's already 2026. I think I've had enough of 25. Anyways, the other goal is to not put pressure on myself to finish the books that I'm trying to read. I've already DNF'd 2 books this year, and I don't know, I've not kind of given myself any grace to keep DNFing. I should maybe try and DNF City of Illusion, but I think it's just got interesting. My reading is complicated, and I hope it gets uncomplicated by the time the new year hits. I doubt it, but I want to make reading fun again next year, so yeah, those are my goals. And these are the books that we will be reading every Saturday. For every Saturday. Short Story Saturday will continue. And I'm pretty sure it will continue on into 2027 because I know I have other short story collections. And yeah, but these are the ones I'm excited about. Does anybody else have any other reading goals? But yeah, those are my goals for 2026. It's been an interesting 2025. Yeah. Bye, Shell.
And bye to all you other wonderful weirdos watching.
Happy New Year.
And have a good year reading.